We're here today at the Koreshan Unity Settlement here at Koreshan State Park. It's part of a 300-acre park that was donated by the last surviving members of the Koreshan commune.
So today we're going to take a quick walk around and show you everything that you can see within this part of Koreshan State Park.
I'm Rachel.
And I'm Joe.
And we are
two crazy campers. After losing a combined weight of more than 200 pounds.
We realized we had so much more energy for activities.
Come along with us as we explore the great outdoors.
And join us on a brand new adventure. And this one's a creepy one.
This is definitely a creepy adventure. We are at Koreshan State Park, and the state park is actually on land that was donated by the Koreshan religious group.
Yeah, it was the Koreshan Unity Settlement. It was started by Dr. Cyrus Teed back in the late 1890s. And Koreshan is actually the Hebrew name for Cyrus. So he named it after himself. It was a religious group that believed that all of the universe was in the center of the earth. And so most of the members were in New York and in Chicago, and they were sort of getting run out of town. So they needed to find someplace else to build their new Jerusalem, sort of like a utopian community where everybody could live together. And it was kind of a communist type of mentality where everybody was going to put all of their money and energy into this town to take care of everybody else's needs.
Yeah. So this video is just going to be showing you the Unity Center and like the different buildings and what you can see here. But we really wanted to show you this Unity Center because it's really interesting and it's super creepy. How appropriate is that we are here at Halloween time, because you're going to see they actually decorated for Halloween and it's like perfect timing.
So this is the river where you would have come in if you were joining this commune. If you were going to participate in this religious sect, this is where you would have, stopped off. So it's interesting that you're coming from New York or Chicago to this hot, humid climate really as a pioneer, and how scary that would have been making a new go of it. So we're really coming at an awesome time because it's nice and cool out. I think if you came here in July or August, you would be taken away by the mosquitoes. So right here is the founder's house. This is Cyrus Teed's house. They also used this as a school, and it had lots of renovations done to it. This religious group really believed in celibacy. If you were going to be one of the higher ranking members and living in this settlement, you had to practice celibacy. So after the founder died, enthusiasm for the religion sort of died off. There was only about 4 members left from that former 200 member heyday up until 1961. Okay, so this is a super important building. It's the Planetary Court, and this Planetary Court was home to the 7 women who made up the Planetary Council, the governing body of the Koreshan Unity. And I think this is super fascinating that this commune was actually run by 7 women. So even though the founder was a guy, he wasn't the leader of this. It was more the day-to-day operations were run by 7 women. And in the late 1890s and early 1900s, I think that's pretty revolutionary, especially here in the South. This is Lillian Vesta Newcomb's cottage. She actually was born in 1878 and was one of the first Koreshans to move to Estero in 1894. It was here that the 16-year-old Lillian was dubbed Vesta by Dr. Cyrus Teed. So Vesta served the Koreshan Unity in many ways. She was a teacher to the Koreshan school children. She was the personal maid to Dr. Teed's counterpart, Victoria Gracia, and operator of the linotype machine at the Guiding Star Publishing House. She also helped run the dining room, worked in the sawmill, and assisted in the laundry. She passed away on April 5th, 1974, and is actually buried off-site in the Koreshan Unity Cemetery. Here we are at the Conrad Schlender Cottage. It was known as the Membership Cottage and was occupied by Conrad Schlender. He moved to the cottage during the Depression era and remained until his death in 1965. He was buried offsite in the cemetery. So Conrad was born in Germany in 1878, and he came to the U.S. with his family at the age of 2. In 1907, he joined the Koreshan Unity and lived out his days as a valuable member of this community. So we're here now at the Koreshan Bakery, and it was constructed in 1909. 1903 and was one of the chief economic drivers of the Koreshan Unity Settlement. The bread produced in the bakery was used to feed the Koreshans as well as the surrounding community through the sale of loaves, cookies, and other baked goods in the Koreshan General Store. As part of their philosophy of holistic education, the Koreshans assigned young boys to the bakery as apprentices to the bakers. They believed that children should be educated not only in the arts and sciences, but should also learn a practical trade as well. So the boys lived with the bakers on the second floor of the building, which had dormitory rooms for that purpose. Okay, so we are on the back side of the new, quote unquote, Koreshan Unity General Store. The original store was built in 1903 and was actually facing the Estero River, and it functioned as a general store for the Koreshan settlement and the surrounding area. Most of the surplus produce and the manufactured products here on the settlement were shipped from this building by way of the Estero River. Unfortunately, a series of floods damaged the lower level of the building, including the store itself, and it led to a construction of a replacement store, which is what we're outside right now in 1920. All right, so what we're looking at is the large machine shop, and along the roof line, there's a visible gable end, and that is the beginning of what used to be the Koreshan Laundry. Before roads connected this place to the rest of the state, the Koreshan Unity Settlement supported itself with local materials and labor. The Koreshans produced electricity with a massive diesel engine housed in this generator building. Until 1946, they even provided power to the surrounding community. The large machine shop held a steam-powered machine that powered the laundry next door, and the small machine shop made and repaired specialty tools and kitchen items. So here we have the Koreshan blacksmith, and there's a really cool oven over here that has been restored, a cast iron oven. Everybody here in the commune had to be assigned jobs. Everything was for the common good. Nobody earned a salary. They just all lumped in everything that they made and divided it, among the people to pay for expenses. So here we are at the Art Hall. This served as a center for cultural, social, educational, and religious activities here on the Koreshan settlement. It was built by the professors and students of the Koreshan Pioneer University, and it's a testimony to their craft and skills.
Well, we are finishing this up just in time because it's starting to pour.
But it's the perfect ending to this sort of creepy tour of the Koreshan Unity Settlement, because the old buildings and the Victorian, atmosphere is really kind of creepy.
Yeah, now I will say, if you are in this area, in the Fort Myers, in the Naples area, I would definitely stop here at the Koreshan Unity Center within Koreshan State Park, because everything is fascinating to see how they were living here in the late 1800s and the early 1900s. It is awesome. Definitely worth a look.
And they do offer guided tours on the weekend. So if you happen to be here on a weekend, you can grab a park ranger and they will do guided tours.
Yeah, now unfortunately we're here during COVID, so all of the buildings were closed, but you are able to see in the windows, and hopefully in the future they're going to open all the buildings back up. Now, if you like seeing videos like this, take a look at the video that we have linked right over here.
But don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the little bell icon. That way every single time we go somewhere creepy, you'll be alerted to it.
Until next time, happy camping.